If you already know what Mihoyo did to its fans on Honkai Impact, there's also a chance that they will repeat the same thing for Genshin Impact. Character death is not just a cliche method of removing a character or adding touching elements to the story. Sometimes, in order to make the urge for the main character to defeat their opponent, a death between his or her friend is a must, to make his willingness to protect others stronger. This can also be used as a part of a memorable or emotional story arc in order to make the story solid and keep the audience or players invested to see what will this character do for revenge. This happened many times in different animes like Naruto, Assassination Classroom, Demon Slayer, Sword Art Online, and it also happened in different games like The Walking Dead Season 1, Spider-Man, Last of Us, and many more. These anime and games became very memorable because of their magnificent gameplay, accompanied by the emotional impact they were able to provide and live to our hearts. So if ever Mihoyo decided to do the same thing to Genshin Impact, which of this character in the current generation may possibly die in the future? This list is not based on any books or leaks. This is based on my opinion only. There is a chance that no one will die in Genshin Impact universe because of how light the story was. But we are still experiencing its early chapters and there is still a chance that this light tone story format will immediately turn dark in the future. So without further ado, let's get this list started. Starting with number 5, we have Amber. She is not a fan favorite character and everyone is underestimating her because of her gameplay. But if we are going to look at her character in Genshin Impact, Amber is one of the most reliable character in the game. To be honest, if Jean will leave Mondstadt, Amber is a good substitute for her. Amber is working so hard on helping Mondstadt in every possible way. Yes, she isn't by your side when fighting the villain on the final act of the Mondstadt story arc, but she's one of the knights that lead the defense on the Mondstadt when it was attacked by the Dark Abyss. Also among the rest of the characters, Amber is the one who really helps the traveler on searching for her lost brother or sister. By spreading different posters across Mondstadt, we can see her effort in order to help the traveler. We can also consider that this girl is doing her own way of searching the traveler's lost sibling without the game telling us. About the possibility of Amber dying in the game, it is because of how loyal she was to the Mondstadt and her duty. We can see that her eagerness to help and protect Mondstadt is in the same level as Jean's passion. So there's a possibility that if ever Mondstadt will go into the Great War against the Abyss Order or the Fatui, Amber will undeniably sacrifice her life just to protect the people of Mondstadt. The next one is Childe or Tartaglia. He is the most unique character introduced in the game currently. He is a member of the Fatui Harbingers, but he acts as your friend. Even though you came across him and fought him in order to stop him from an act on destroying Liu Wei, the traveler was still able to keep a good relationship with him. This was proven when we helped him to take care of his younger brother on his story arc. Childe is one of the fan favorite character in the game and killing him will surely break a lot of hearts. But if ever Childe will die, what will be the reason for this? There are two possible theories that I could come up with. First is that you have to fight him again in order to stop the Fatui from their plans and you end up on killing him for good. But that theory is very lame, actually, and cliche. So the second one is that he will protect you from the rest of the Fatui Harbingers. Even though Child always got a selfish motivation from the start, we can't deny that there is a relationship building up between him and the Traveler. It's either a strong best buddies relationship for Aether or a deeper one for Lumen. He will die because he will decide to protect you from the rest of the Fatui Harbingers. fighting them all at once just because you are trapped in the corner or that is the only way for you to escape. There is also a possibility that you will fight with him side by side, ending up in him dying from one of the Fatui, which will give the traveler a very emotional scene, giving the traveler a reason to rage and feel the thirst to get revenge because of the death of a good friend. Next is Diluc. Diluc is one of the strongest characters in terms of story and gameplay. He was like the Batman of Mondstadt, always working all by himself. Well, sometimes he needs a hand on some of his missions, but he prefers working alone. If you will say Batman never dies, I didn't say Diluc is Batman. He's just like Batman. By going back to the story, Diluc is actually marked by the Abyss Order. Even the acting Grandmaster Jean is crediting Diluc of for how strong he was. But the problem is the way how he solved things. He's mostly doing it alone. Right now there's no hints that Diluc was able to face Lumin or Aether, which is the leader of the Abyss Order. But it isn't impossible that the time of their face-off will not come. Especially the way how Diluc tries to uncover the secrets of the Abyss Order. It isn't going to be that emotional for the traveler and the Mondstadt, but it will really leave a good emotional mark on the Knights of the Favonius. Even though Diluc is always working alone and hates to be a part of them, it isn't hard to realize that he is still a part of the Favonius family. His death will also have some sense because that may trigger the start for the Favonius to adjust their strategy and be more aggressive, which may lead into an all-out war. Jean is the acting Grand Master of Mondstadt. Right now her death will be the one of the most heart-crushing death that may occur on the story whether you love her or not. Her passion on protecting and serving Mondstadt is undeniably great. She will go across many boundaries just to do her duty. This was proven when she decided to help you on fighting the Valiant without forcing her, accompanied by Diluc, which was forced to join, and Venti, which is technically a god. Her passion on protecting everyone in Mondstadt is very admirable, which is why her death will give Mondstadt the most emotional scene it might ever get. There are multiple reasons for her death, but the most possible reason is similar to Amber. She will die by protecting the people of Mondstadt. This may also affect the emotions of the traveler, but it will surely shatter the Favonius, triggering multiple events, like Diluc coming back and joining the Knight of Favonius for good. Amber training so hard that may lead to a stronger version of her and a possible chance for Mihoyo to remake her skills in the game, Eula stepping in for a more deeper role in the story, and many more. This death is one of the most unexpected deaths that may happen in the future. Our fellow travel partner Paimon doesn't really have a good use currently, except for guiding us throughout Mondstadt. She is just there flying around. Some theory says that she might be the nameless god, monitoring all of our moves and passively flying on our backs because she can see that all of the things happening right now is part of her plan. But once it didn't end the way she wanted it, she will immediately pops out and stab us on our back. But what if she isn't the nameless god? What if she was really the nameless god? Either of the two, there is a chance that Paimon will die. If she was the nameless god, she will die from our hands, stopping her from her plans and ending up on killing her. But what if she isn't? Then it means she might die from the hands of the enemy just like Childe. Paimon will try to protect us that may end up on killing her. But not like Childe, if Paimon dies, this will surely give the traveler an enraging feeling. This may also be the reason why she will go to a confusion on joining the Abyss Order to destroy all of Teyvat or help on defending Teyvat from dominance by the Abyss Order or Fatui. Either way, if ever Paimon will die, this will be the saddest moment that may happen to the community of Genshin Impact. A moment that may reach the same feeling for the death that occur in Honkai Impact. There are more characters that might die in Genshin Impact like Albedo and Zhongli or Keqing and many more. The rosters of characters are also not completed yet, so the possibility for new characters to die is still open. Lastly, this might not even happen because of how light the game was. So before ending this video, I just want to remind you that this is just a theory. None of this are proven, but there's a chance that this will happen in the future. So, do you agree in this video? Who do you think will die in the future story arc of Genshin Impact? Leave that on the comment section below and let's talk about it. And as always, I hope you enjoy.